Good morning, children. Class 7, lesson number 3, Solomon's Justice, page number 12, part 1. सबसे पहले मैं इस पूरे पाठ को एक बार पढ़ूंगी, फिर दूसरे वीडियो के द्वारा मैं इसे हिंदी में आपको समझाऊंगी. Solomon's Justice. Solomon was the king of Israel. He was a very wise king. He loved God and always obeyed his commandments, so God was pleased with him. When he was a boy, one night he saw God in his dream. He heard a voice which said, "Solomon, I am pleased with you. You can ask me for anything and I will give it to you." Solomon replied, "Lord, I am still very young. I do not want to become king because I cannot rule over the great land." The voice said, "I know that, but what do you want?" Solomon answered, "Give me wisdom, O Lord. I want to become a wise and just king. I want to do justice to people." After some days, Solomon became the king and sat on the throne of Israel. In his royal robes, he shone like the sun, and the people loved and honored him. One day, as he was sitting in his court, two women entered weeping. One of them had a baby in her arms. They were shouting and quarreling. The king ordered them to be quiet. Then he asked one of them, "What is the matter? Why are you weeping?" She said, "Your Majesty, both of us live in the same house. I gave birth to a son a few days ago, and after 3 days she too gave birth to a son. But I see only one baby here." Then she said, "Yes, my lord, you see only one baby here because her child has died and she has stolen mine." The king asked, "How could she steal your baby?" She said, "I was sleeping and she came quietly, put her dead child beside me and took away my child." Then the king called the other woman and said, "Is it true? Did you steal her child and put your dead child beside her?" She said, "Your Majesty, she is a liar. The living child is mine and the dead child was hers. She has stolen my baby." So the king asked the first woman again to tell him the truth. But she said, "The living child is mine and the dead child was hers. She put her dead son beside me and took away my son." And she began to weep loudly. The courtiers were all silent. They did not know what to do and nobody knew how to solve the problem. The king thought for a minute and then asked his servant to bring his sword, and he ordered the woman to bring the baby to him. He said, "You say that the baby is yours, and she says that it is hers. So I will do justice. I will divide the baby into 2 parts, and each of you can take 1/2. But as the king lifted his sword to cut the baby into 2, one of the 2 women cried, "Stop, stop. Oh my lord, stop. Don't kill the baby. Let her take the whole of it. And please let the baby live." The king said, "A mother cannot see the death of her child. She is the real mother. Give her the baby and throw him into her prison. pointing to the other woman. So the real mother got her baby and the other woman was put into prison. Soon after this incident, Solomon became famous for wisdom and justice. बच्चे इस वीडियो को देखकर पढ़ना सीखेंगे. दूसरे वीडियो में मैं इसे हिंदी में समझाऊंगी. थैंक यू. और आपकी वर्ड मीनिंग दिए गए हैं, उसे देखेंगे, अपने नोट में लिखेंगे और इसे सीखेंगे.